Thank you, everyone. 大家好. Good morning again. My name is Wook Lee. To properly introduce again, I'm the founder and CEO of EDENA Capital Partners. These days, when I wake up and then when I go to the bathroom mirror, I can see from my eyes there's a fear in my eyes. And it's not like a usual, just the financial people who are tensed with the market, but however, it's also same from all the people's eyes. And we're trying to deny that this fear is coming, but it's actually here at the moment. And the acceleration speed is faster than ever before. So this is the AI. So will we just fight the wave or ride the wave? Our EDENA choose to ride on the wave. That's what we're trying to announce today. So full automation of the financial OS together. So the asset that we are focusing is the sovereign assets. So most of the countries in the world want to get the investment from the world on the sovereign assets. But when it goes to the sovereign asset, as I mentioned, it takes a long time. So 1 year, 2 years. So very reluctant. Even for me, if it was last year, if other governments said, can capital raise for this, it's really hard. But right now, we're living in the world where everything is fast. Even the verification, validation, everything can be processed from the AI. So last week, I think it was last week, the financial AI came out, and then it affected the financial analyzing companies. And that means that it really can substitute. But the change is coming really fast. And that means most of the area coming. But what's very scary about AI is that AI is like a slingshot have been already made. And before AI, the humankind can have the control on the technology. But now, we don't have any control. So we have to face it. And every change will be coming fast. So for the sovereign assets, we had to focus on the in the left side for the government and right side for the investors. And the country, for the sovereign assets, don't want very sensitive on the ownership. It's because it's country assets. So we don't go for the ownership. We go for the profit yield model of the sovereign assets to securitize. And in the same time for the investors, it will be it's better for them because ownership is risky. So that's the sovereign assets that we are talking about. But this sovereign assets, when it comes to the market, when governments trust on this rails and can make the capital flow, it means not just a billion, it means trillions of USD worth of sovereign asset coming in. Even Korea recently, there are the talk between Korea president and the Korea Electricity. Korea Electricity is run by the whole government, and Korea Electricity needed 100 billion USD for the energy new transition model, but the CEO of the Korea Electricity said we can't because we already have 200 billion USD debt from the banks. And the President Lee told the CEO that why not tokenize it? So why not can the citizens be involved? It's like one of the most safest asset to invest. So this kind of sovereign asset comes, it's a big volume. It's not like just 100 millions of USD. It's over $1 billion. And when we needed yes. But for this sovereign assets, the data is very sensitive as well. So we need the highest security of privacy protection, that's why we went for the whole worldwide #1 top technologies to secure this data, which include Canton, the leading for Wall Street IT, and also ZK Sync and Chainlink. And also we have invited the cybersecurity company called Athena Dynamics, which are managing the Singapore infrastructure cybersecurity. Because even though we make the whole automation process, the input at the initial stage is done by human. And that's where the weak point is. The data can be hijacked. So we brought the cybersecurity partner as well for this. Yes, we have the today alliance partners in this room. So we are very proud to announce this big alliance together. I would like to invite our partners and also government officials to congratulate this announcement together. So, hey, Philip, Rennie, come on. Yeah, Alex, where's Al? Yes, Ambassador, Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
Sure. I've actually prepared a short speech. I want to give it to you because I think it's very important. I'm really excited to be here. I'm honored to stand alongside the partners, EDENA and technological partners we have for this foundation, because I think, as Wook rightly said earlier, the timing could not be more important. With AI accelerating the global economy, nations also must move much faster with it or risk being left behind. And this acceleration requires faster financial infrastructure. In this world with machine speed payments, T+2 day settlement is no longer a viable option for nations. Blockchains enable settlement in seconds. So this acceleration is actually a double-edged sword because it also enables the attackers to move faster and try to compromise the sovereign scale assets. So for something like sovereign scale asset, the speed must actually be matched by uncompromising, incorruptible security. And this is the vision behind the EDENA's Autonomous Financial OS. We're building a new class of sovereign infrastructure anchored on Ethereum, the world's most decentralized and resilient settlement layer. And on top of this foundation, zero knowledge proofs, or ZK, are providing mathematical guarantees of validity while preserving the privacy of the sovereign assets. They enforce integrity without exposing sensitive financial information, replacing human discretion with verifiable certainty. So they essentially act as the digital Garuda, a sovereign sentinel from Indonesian tradition, watching over every single transaction and making sure that corruption will be stopped before it can even occur. And yeah, we're really proud to contribute to this effort and support our partners in shaping the next generation of financial infrastructure.
First, I want to thank Wook for his vision, his leadership, and for building something truly ambitious with us. I'd like to start with a simple statement that summarizes our vision. Fragmentation is expensive. Unity is powerful. For quite some time, finance has been fragmented, markets competing, systems disconnected, capital trapped in silos. Fragmentation is expensive. Unity is powerful. Wook and I are not here simply to bring sovereign assets on chain. We're building the rails for everything, for sovereign wealth to global payments, to the full stack of global financial infrastructure. We're not just connecting to Wall Street, we're building a unified, interoperable, autonomic financial future where capital flows seamlessly across borders, institutions, asset classes, on a single, trusted rail. This isn't about incremental improvement, it's about redefining how capital moves. I'm really excited for this new chapter.
And we have the special envoy of President of Seychelles here, the Ambassador Nico.
Well, good morning, Wook. Thank you for inviting me here. I am proud also to happen to invite few good friends, special friends actually, Excellency House Speaker of Regional Council of Indonesia, Mr. Sultan Majamuddin, and spouse, Mrs. Rose. And Invest Hong Kong is with us today, Senior Advisor of Invest Hong Kong. We are having a very good breakfast meeting this morning with Invest Hong Kong, with all the team. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, First of all, my presence here is not only to complement what EDENA and Wook is doing, but actually sharing the real things. What he is doing is a true fact if we profile it in the right pictures. Let me go back a little bit to Seychelles. When we become a developed country, high income per capita, we are no more talking only about tourism, we are no more talking about fishery or international business services. I look at the value of the ocean. This is what he means by sovereign assets. The world has 70% ocean. Seychelles have 1.4 million square kilometers of oceans. We have 115 islands stretched out. We only have 200,000 people, 1 million guests. So we don't consume too many fishes. We don't destroy the ocean. We only protect the ocean for the world. When I look back at one corner of Seychelles and Mauritius, actually, Charles is from Mauritius. He's the Invest Hong Kong senior advisor. So in this border, there is a seagrass bank. That seagrass bank absorbs 1.8 million tons of carbon. And Seychelles only contribute, 180 million tons of carbon. And Seychelles only contribute to the air 600,000 tons of carbon. So we met our UN 3030, we are already doing a saving. When I look at that topic, then we start to elaborate. And by blessing, World Bank announced we are the first country to launch the blue bonds in 2018. And I'm there, I'm the one to launch it. So after those things were success, I feel like sovereign assets can contribute back to the government. Because when you talk about sovereign assets, you need someone to take care of it. Are you going to pay for someone to take care of the forest? Are you going to pay for someone to take care of the fish, the ocean, and the coastal societies? The right word is not easy. Where are you going to get all those capital? In order for you to be able to raise the capital, you have to create the economy with the value of the nature capital. So I move forward and create Blue Institute, and just last year I create Blue Bank. So under this framework of Blue Institute and Blue Bank, then we are talking about Blue Nature Capital and Green Nature Capital. When you look at Blue and Green Nature Capital, I move more further to ASEAN. Because why ASEAN? This is the place where there are supply and demand. Hong Kong have all the supply and demand. Hong Kong Invest is a very good place for us to work closely and collaborate. They have all the chain link for investment, investors and everything. So they are not doing it only for Hong Kong. Correct me, Charles, right? They are doing it for other country. They can bring money in, they can bring money out. I was just being briefed this morning, so I was still fresh in my mind, okay? So the topic is, when you have all these nature assets together, you have to have a legal concessions. The legal concessions should be something legal, valuations, value of the assets, the current NPV, and the future IRR. Then we have a proper professional alliance in valuation to confirm the value. We work with a bank. I share Wook, one prospectus that we have one of the prime Indonesian bank, right? And this valuation shows in the concession of 280,000 hectares that we have in East Kalimantan in Indonesia, consists of mangrove, coral reef, fish, seagrass, salt marshes. The total IRR is 32%. And even the first launching we are doing is actually $32 billion. So I told Wook, if you have these facilities of EDENA and the team, this is a baby. Take it up, I am there to support you, I'll back you up. So in the right word is, these funds will be taken for the sovereign of the country. We don't sell the asset, we don't pledge the asset. Because the bank hold the custodian was then placed as a collateral. That means asset and liabilities are now balanced. We are square. So people come and we promote a new product of finance under asset management. Asset management of natural capital. Under asset management of natural capital, you can talk about the tools. You want it to be listing in Hong Kong Exchange, secondary or prime listing as a share? Do you want it to be in the bonds? Or you want it to be in the blue crypto? You can play with it. Whichever is convenient. The young people will say, I'll purchase a little bit crypto and just get it gains. A company who need a more sovereign value, they will say, Nico, I'll purchase the asset of the company. Because by procuring the asset of the share of the company, I already have a proof that I invest in blue or green economy. And this value of asset that they invest in this may be a credit to the carbon tax they have to pay back home. So this is all the idea, okay? So this is one feature of it. Of course, we have more other features. I mean, in biofuels, in Indonesia, there are many forests which people know all has been cut down. There are many coal mining which has been digging the ground, gold mining and copper mining. This is loss and damage. Loss and damage have another value. The loss and damage, you can come with a very low NPV, invite investors, let's restore, refurbish, and replant. Use biofuel trees. Short-term impact, 4 years harvest. So, you got the project. That means, from investing, taking money from the party, of the investor, you raise capital, you make it grow, the local economy work, the indigenous people are happy, and finally, the owner of the funds generate great income. So, of course, there are a lot of models that we can talk, but this is a little bit of comment that I can say. And I trust in EDENA, I trust in Wook and the team, so I leave it all in your good hands. Success and congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Okay, we'll have the group photo for the celebration. Maybe we can invite the distinguished guest too. Charles, Your Excellency.